Hi, my name's Emily Casaitis and I am from London. Yeah, I was a mess, that's true. But be honest about the real reason you were there for me. I was good material. That's why you stuck around and you fought for me and you loved me. Because it was a movie. It was a fucking tragedy that you could continue watching as long as you were there for me. And tonight when I was sitting in that theatre, I watched the whole thing play out. So don't pretend like it was some selfless act. It is literally the basis of your fucking art. Tell me, Malcolm, how were you able to give the voice of the character? How were you able to portray the voice of a young woman so authentically? Well, I don't know, Jennifer. I guess I just stole it. I ripped it off. Not in a literal sense, but in a spiritual one. You're a fucking fraud. And that's the real reason you didn't thank me. You know it. You have nothing fucking new to say.
Hi, I'm Max Aspen, and I'm from London. I won't pretend to love you when I don't. The honesty's a compliment. We live in an age of apology. Don't confuse that with authenticity. At least my lies are honest. At least I know when I'm lying and why. Would you prefer me to be a hypocrite? It's easily done, and it's terribly vogue. It doesn't even shock us. The bankers rob banks. The police are criminals, governments don't govern, and peace-preaching rulers, they wage war. Holy writ that's perverted to murder. Billionaire tax dodgers, pension fund plunderers, judges with no judgment, global poverty, insane famine, a planet that's burning itself to hell, and the people. Corrupted, broken-hearted, clinging to whatever floats a boat in this ocean of injustice. A deluge of diaries from a world of professional weepers. Follow me, friend me, like me, but don't ever know me.
Oh, I've missed you.
Yeah, you too. You know, I was pretty sad when you left school. I was pretty down about it.
Well, we never really spoke much during school hours.
Oh, yeah.
How's Rachel? Are you two still together?
Oh, no, we broke up actually.
Oh, sorry.
No, don't be. We weren't that compatible, really.
Yeah, I reckon I could have told you that.
Oh, maybe you should have. It would have helped a lot, actually. You weren't really replying to my texts at the time, though, so...
I felt somewhat abandoned, Connell.
Oh, yeah, well, I felt abandoned myself, didn't I? You disappeared. That whole Rachel thing, it wasn't serious or anything.
That's not really the reason I left school. More of a last straw thing.
Oh, right. Yeah, I thought that might be what it was.
Or maybe you're telepathic.
Oh. You know, I did used to think I could read your mind at times.
What, in bed, you mean?
Yeah. Well, and afterwards, but I don't know. Maybe that's normal.
It's not.
Oh, you look really well.
I know, classic me, came to college and got pretty.
Oh, no, you were always pretty. You're beautiful.
So you dating anyone problematic at the moment?
No, not even anyone good.
Finding it hard to meet people here.
Yeah, it's a little different from home, I guess.
Probably why I'm good at it. Well, I have some girlfriends I can introduce you to. I have those now.
Oh, well, not sure I'll be their type.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
What's not to like about you?
Well, that's a good question. I don't know.
Hi, my name is Austin Hayes. I am from Portland, Maine in the US, and I am based in London. I was hoping that you could get a message to Mei Lin for me. We had a fight. You don't need to hear the details, but I was an idiot. I tried to call her, but the number that she gave me isn't hers anymore. Or it was never hers. I don't know her address. I know that she goes to medical school, but I don't know which one. Actually, I don't really know anything about her. So she has got these great eyes. She is smart and funny and incredibly mysterious, which is frustrating and a little bit sexy. Clearly, she doesn't want me to know anything about her life, which is fine. My life's been a mess this past year, so I wasn't too eager to share either. I was married, and I cheated on my wife, which is not something that you want to tell your new girlfriend. Not that she's my girlfriend. I don't know what she is. Anyway, if you could let her know all of that, I would be grateful. This opening is a pretty big deal for me, and it wouldn't be the same if she's not there. Stress that eyes bit. I think she'll like that.
I'm Lydia Doyle, and I'm from London. Do you see that couple over there? The one on the right has never been in a lesbian relationship before. She's terrified of her new girlfriend's vagina. And you see her? She thinks that flicking the bean will make her clit fall off. She hates herself for it, but she just can't stop wanking. And you see him? Yeah, he's definitely the one giving everyone pubic lice. The students at this school need your help, Otis, and we need their money. I haven't figured out the details yet, but I'm good with numbers, so I'll handle the business side of things, and you can deal with the therapy. We'll charge for every appointment and split the cash. Sex therapy. You have a gift, Otis. It would be irresponsible not to use it. Look how you helped Adam.
How are you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Did you get the flowers?
Yes, I did.
Did you like them?
They were very pretty.
Do you know why I sent them?
I know why you think you sent them.
It's our anniversary.
No, it's not.
I'm the sort of guy who remembers those things.
You're the sort of guy who can send a girl flowers to be mean. You're really the only person I've ever met who can do that.
I sent them to mark an occasion,
Are we really going to do this every year?
for I am a man of occasion.
I started working for you in February. This is April. You're an idiot.
Well, you started working for me once in February, but then you stopped for a while.
Yeah.
Then you started working for me again in April. That's the one that I choose to remember because it's the only one where you started working for me and it wasn't followed by your not working for me, but rather going back to your boyfriend, and how, in comparison to that and to him, you can call me mean is another in a long series
Shut
of...
up! Honest to God, do you ever get tired of the sound of your own voice?
Nah.
Okay, what I need is for you to just not be like you for a second.
Okay.
You remember when I came back to work and I had a bandage on my ankle?
Yeah.
And I told you that I slipped on the ice on the front walk.
Yeah. You know why? Because you didn't put down the kitty litter.
I was in a car accident.
You were in a car
It was
accident?
no big deal.
You told me it was a late thaw.
Yes, I did. Anyway, they took me to the hospital and I called him. And on his way to get me, he stopped and he met some friends of his for a beer.
He stopped on the way to the hospital for a beer.
Yes. So I left him. Which was the point of me telling you this. I left him. So stop remembering that. What I remember is that you took me back when you had absolutely no reason to trust me again. And you didn't make fun of me or him. And you had every reason to.
Donna,
You're going to make fun of him now, aren't you?
if you were in a car accident, I would not stop for a beer.
If you were in a car accident, I wouldn't stop for red lights.
Hi, I'm Emily Sawtell and I'm from London. The only thing that gives me any pleasure anymore is the thought of touching you. And sometimes I get these voiceovers in my head, and sometimes the voices say things that are very compelling, and that voice has started narrating some things that I am finding very, very hard to resist. And the other thing I think about when I think about touching you is I have thought about touching you for so long. And forgive me for saying this, but when Roy died, I know it is shameful, but when he died, I thought, oh, maybe it could be me now. Maybe I could. I know. I know. But there is a small part of me that has always wondered, what if?
Hello, my name is Mustafa El Yousfi and I'm French Moroccan. Don't be scared of me, chicken. I'm not going to hurt you. Your sister is an idiot. What made her think I was going to hit you? You can't now. I never hate cunt. I like cunt. Cunt, it's what I prefer. I certainly prefer it to a baby sister. A baby sister is a pain in the neck. You have to keep your eye on her all the time, keep on the alert. And to protect her what? Her virginity? Because just how long are you supposed to keep your eyes on your baby sister's virginity? All this time I spent watching over you is now totally wasted. And I regret every moment, every wasted day, every wasted hour. Girl should be fucked and off their big brother's back as soon as it's physically possible. Then there'd be nothing left to protect. And we could spend our time on better things. So I'm not complaining if you've gone and got yourself laid. In fact, it's a way off my mind. Think of the light.
Fuck.
You know how people always talk about light just sort of flooding a room on TV and in films, and well, I'm skeptical to be honest. But it does. It drenches it. We're literally wading in light.
You are an absolute tit.
It's incredible.
Are you drunk?
I was thinking about spiral staircases.
Seriously, are you a little bit hammered?
You always wanted a spiral staircases.
What?
So I wanted to give you a spiral staircases.
That, Teddy, is a fucking ladder.
It's a work in progress.
So let me get this. Because this is. So you wanted to give me
A spiral staircases. I wanted to give you a spiral staircases.
right. So you ripped out my perfectly functioning staircase, and you. When? When did we have a conversation about spiral staircases?
All the time. You talked about it all the time.
When did I?
3 weeks ago you talked about it.
No, I didn't.
Well, and in Venice. You didn't stop going on about it in Venice.
You're trying to wind me up.
All that little
You
shit
are
piety, you didn't stop
inexplicably
going on
trying to
about
get a
it.
fucking rise out of me. We have never been to Venice.
Yes, we have.
You've lost your mind.
We go all the time.
Jesus Christ.
Hello, I'm Gwen Liu from Taiwan. As your leader, I encourage you from time to time, and always in a respectful manner, to question my logic. If you are unconvinced a particular plan of action I've decided is the wisest, tell me so. But allow me to convince you. And I promise you, right here and now, no subject will ever be taboo, except, of course, the subject that was just under discussion. The price you pay for bringing up either my Chinese or American heritage as a negative is I collect your fucking head. Just like this fucker here. Now, if any of you sons of bitches got anything else to say, now is the fucking time. I don't think so. 今日はこれでにしましょう。
Hi, I'm Monia Belcik. I'm Polish-American.
We, all of us passengers on the train of life, must remain in our allotted stations. We must, each of us, occupy our particular, preordained position. Would you wear a shoe on your head? Of course you would not wear a shoe on your head. A shoe does not belong on your head. A shoe belongs on your foot. A hat belongs on the head. I am a hat, and you are a shoe. I belong on the head, and you belong on the foot. Yes, so it is. Why am I a hat, you ask? All life flows from the sacred engine. All things in their place, all passengers in their sections, all water flowing, all heat rising pays homage to the sacred engine in its own particular, preordained position. Yes, so it is. Now, as in the beginning, I belong to the front, and you belong to the tail. When the foot seeks the place of a head, a sacred line is crossed. Know your place. Keep your place. Be a shoe.
Here she goes. She signed it. You sold a book. You're a fucking published author. Anne, I wrote a book.
I can't believe this is happening. I've been dreaming about my book on display in stores forever. I can see the cover and everything.
What does it look like?
It's Alice and I just like laughing our asses off, like equals, you know, on the other side of all that drama. Black and white, on like a blue background, Helvetica font for the title. And
You've really thought this through.
do you think it's dumb?
No, I don't think it's dumb. We're gonna get you that frickin' display. But you might want to call Lionel because you're gonna be here a little bit longer.
A media tour?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, I just wanted to write a book to help people. I did not want to be a brand.
Brands are why people buy stuff, okay? And look, the media tour is a couple of weeks. Your book, though, forever.
What about you and me? Do you think it's a good idea us working together?
Totally.
Kate.
What? Okay, there's one thing. If I had to choose something with a gun to my head.
Yep.
You got a bit of a temper. I mean, as your friend, it's a party. You know what I mean? I love it. But as your publicist, it could be a problem.
So it's not a good idea.
It's just something you gotta keep an eye on, okay? And you can keep the genie in a bottle, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Well then, cheers to you totally fucking controlling your temper.
I just need to know that you got my back.
I have got your back. I've got you. You wrote a book.
I wrote a book.
You wrote a book!
I wrote a book.
You wrote
I
a
wrote
book!
a book.
You wrote a book!
I wrote a book.
Yes.
Hi, my name is Tega Abano Cox and I am from London. You don't get it. I hate my stupid body. I hate it. My whole life, I've been trying to get it to work, to do what I want it to do. And now that I've actually met someone that I look at and I'm like, wow, I want to raise a human with him. I want to have a baby and it won't do that either. I was going to tell you. You were going to come and I was going to tell you that I'm having a baby. And now it's just gone. It's gone. And it makes me think of our mum. And I wonder, I guess I wonder. It just happened. A little over a week ago.
Hi, I'm Jose Diego Chelsea, and I'm from Santiago de Chile. Do you mind this music? Do you like opera? This is my favorite aria. It's Maria Callas, it's Andrea Chenier, Umberto Giordano. This is Madeline. She's saying how during the French Revolution a mob set fire to her house, and how her mother died saving her. Look, the place that cradled me is burning. Can you hear the heartache in her voice? Can you feel it, Joe? Now when it comes to strings, and it changes everything. The music, it fills with hope, and it'll change again. Listen. Listen. I bring sorrow to those who love me. Oh, that single cello. It was during this sorrow that love came to me. And a voice filled with harmony that said, live still, I am life. Heaven is in your eyes. Is everything around you blood and mud? I am divine. I am oblivion. I am the God that comes from the heavens to the earth to make the earth of a heaven. I am love. I am love. Sorry, all of my sheets are laundromat. This is what you have to look forward once you hit 30.
Am I like the youngest person you've slept with? Like the person who's most years younger than you?
Sadly, no. But I'm trying not to date women under 25. It's pretty much my only moral position.
I'm 24.
You're pretty unique, though. But it's hard. Women over 30 is a whole different thing, and it's not my thing.
Because of their biological clock?
Well, that too. But I'm talking about their skin. It just hangs differently, and I'm not talking about fat or skinny. There's just a looseness there.
So my skin is basically the tightest it will ever be?
I'm afraid so. And girls your age expect a lot. I mean, you don't seem to have it, but most of them, they haven't yet been worn down by the world. So they're just full of demands.
Like of their boyfriends.
Mm-hmm.
My flatmate, Marnie, she's always calling her boyfriend in the middle of the night like, I've got a stomachache, bring me food which I'm not going to eat. But you know what's even more annoying?
Your face.
If I can't stay in New York, then I can't finish my book.
Your book?
Yeah. It's a collection of essays about my experience, moving here and finishing school and just bits of, sort of like if Oscar Wilde fucked boys.
That was kind of his main thing.
Oh, my parents think they're so metropolitan that they see the big picture just because they teach at a fucking state school. I don't want their life.
How much did he lose of you?
They're cutting me off just to prove a point. And my skin is the tightest it will ever be, and they haven't even read my writing. They don't even know who I am.
Have you tried to tell them that?
Hi, my name's Grant Lawson and I'm from Glasgow. You know, when you've got two kids and you're on the mountain half the year, you don't get much time together. So we had Emily look after Casey, who was 5 at the time. And I guess word got around that we were out of town. So some school friends came over, and then some more friends. And some people came over that weren't friends. And I don't know. There's a lot I don't know. I got that phone call the next morning saying Emily was missing. You know, we tried to be very careful with Emily. I tried to plan for everything. She was such a good girl. But we let our guard down. And I tell you, you might have kids one day. You cannot blink. Not once. Not ever.
Hello, my name is Rory Benedict Bray, and I'm from London. Why does your aunt call you her uncle? From little Cecily with her fondest love to her dear Uncle Jack. Now, there's no objection, I admit, to an aunt being a small aunt, but why an aunt, no matter what her size may be, should call her own nephew her uncle, I can't quite make out. Besides, your name isn't Jack at all. It's Ernest. You always told me it was Ernest. I've introduced you to everyone as Ernest. You answer to the name of Ernest. You look as if your name were Ernest. You are the most earnest-looking person I ever saw in my life. It is perfectly absurd you're saying your name isn't Ernest. It's on your cards. Here is one of them. I'll use this as proof that your name is Ernest if you ever attempt to deny it to me, or to Gwendolen, or to anyone else. Well?
The boy's suicidal, Harry. He's a walking dead man. He keeps going on about hell and purgatory.
When I phoned you yesterday, did I ask you, Ken, will you do me a favour and become Ray's psychiatrist, please? No. What I think I asked you was, will you go and blow his fucking head off for me? He's suicidal. I'm suicidal. You're suicidal. Everybody's fucking suicidal. We don't all keep going on about it. Has he killed himself yet? No. So he's not fucking suicidal then, is he?
He put a loaded gun to his head this morning. I stopped him.
This gets fucking worse.
We were down the park.
Let me get this right. You were down the park? What's that got to do with fucking anything? Let me get this right. Not only have you refused to kill the boy, you've even stopped the boy from killing himself, which would have solved my problem, which would have solved your problem, which sounds like would have solved the boy's problem.
It wouldn't have solved his problem.
Ken, if I killed a little kid, accidentally or otherwise, I wouldn't have thought twice. I'd have killed myself on the fucking spot. I'd have stuck the gun in my mouth on the fucking spot.
But that's you, Harry. The boy has the capacity to change. The boy has the capacity to do something decent with his life.
Excuse me, Ken. I have the capacity to change.
Yeah, you do. You've got the capacity to get fucking worse.
Now we're getting down to it.
Harry, let's face it, and I'm not being funny, and I mean no disrespect, but you're a cunt. You're a cunt now, you've always been a cunt. And the only thing that's going to change is you're going to become an even bigger cunt. And maybe have some more cunt kids.
You leave my fucking kids out of it. What have they done? You fucking retract that bit about my cunt fucking kids.
I retract that bit about your cunt fucking kids.
Insulting my fucking kids. That's going overboard, mate.
I've retracted it, haven't I? Still leaves you being a cunt.
Yeah, I fucking got that.
Hi, I'm Jacob Adam Caesar, and I'm from Louisiana, USA. I've never noticed pigs before, but, you know, they're very clean animals. Sometimes they like to lay in the mud to keep cool, but they don't go in the mud very often. And they don't smell if they're kept properly. Anyway, it's not such a bad smell. And they're very intelligent. Did you know that? Pigs are very intelligent, you know, like a dog. More than a dog, you can train them, and they're quite affectionate. And they're not fat, okay? They're fattened. They're made fat. We could be fat. They're not fat. If a pig exercises, it isn't fat. It's solid, but strong. And they can be quite dangerous. But at the same time, they're so gentle. You can stroke their ears. They have little blue veins in their ears. I went to a pig farm last week, and I've never noticed a pig before, but there's this one pig that I noticed. And once I started looking at him, you know, I tried to see them all as, you know, so many pigs, kilos, a percentage. But I kept coming back to this one pig.
Hi, I'm Lisa Harbron and I'm from Hertfordshire. I wake up in the morning to find a note from Harry saying that was the last straw, which is pretty out of the blue, if I'm honest. Didn't know he was counting straws, but nice to know he was paying attention. All his stuff was gone, and everything in the fridge? I was a bit thrilled by his selfishness. Suddenly fancied him again. I stood, staring at a handprint on my wall from when I had a threesome on my period. Harry and I break up every 12 to 18 months, and whenever we do, well, I could tell you that my threesome story was sticky and awkward, and everyone went home a little bit sad and empty. But it was lovely. Sorry.
There's so much that I want to say to you, but I don't know how.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
Cause I've changed, and it's all gonna be different from now on. Cause I've seen the light, Charlotte. You know, I get it. I was a knob back then, but I'm a changed man. I mean it.
Yeah, I know.
It's cause I love you, Charlotte.
I'm leaving, Dan. I'm going away.
What?
I've booked a flight.
No, what do you mean you're going away?
I'm going to travel. Live abroad, teach.
How long for?
Year or two.
When?
In like 5 hours or something.
You're joking.
No. No, I'm not joking.
Why?
Why? 'Cause I've lived in the same part of town my whole life. I could live anywhere in the world, but I've never even moved across the river. I want an adventure.
You can't just leave.
Why not?
What about your job?
It's all sorted.
What about your flat?
My sister's gonna take the room.
What about me then?
I can't waste any more of my life waiting for someone else to make me happy.
You don't have to wait.
I need to do this, Dan.
All right. Then I'll wait for you. I'll wait for you, Charlotte, because I love you and I want to be that person to...
You won't wait, Dan.
I fucking will.
You won't. You say it because you want it to be some big romantic gesture, but it isn't. I know you too well. You might miss me, but you won't wait, because the thing is, Dan, you can't put anyone else's feelings in front of your own. It's not that you don't want to, it's that you don't know how to.
Hi, I'm Demi Anter, and I am an Austrian-American based in London. I was lonely and wallowing and innocently checking how well my empowerment selfie had done compared to the other bitches, and it had done sickeningly well, despite being basic and insincere. And then the profile of the girl Alfie's seeing popped up as people you might like to follow. I wanted to know what he found so interesting about her. She was fun, he said. Dagger. She likes a drink. Dagger, dagger, dagger. She did look fun. She had a quirky mouth. I had a quirky mouth once. I even did their full lover star sign compatibility report, and it turned out to be a much more compatible lover compatibility report than ours. It even said these two can expect to ride off into the sunset together. And I thought, well, I'll be up at sunrise with the babies, waving them off.
I'm Simon Moore from London.
Go and get the dogs. Come on then. Come on now. Open your mouth. Open your mouth, eh? Learn to appreciate your food. Compared to what you serve up in that dirty little canteen of yours, this is a 3-star supper. You must learn the rules. Take his pants down. Take his pants down. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Didn't your daddy teach you to wipe your bottom? Oh, but leave him alone. Let's eat. Let's eat. But before we eat, Georgina, we must feed and water the animals, Roy. This is my wife, Georgina Spicer. She has a heart of gold and a body to match. I am Albert Spicer, and I have a heart of gold and a great deal of money to match. And you
Our Roy, who's got absolutely nothing except what you owe me.
Does it get easier?
No. Yes, it gets easier.
Oh, yeah. Look at you.
Thanks. And the more you know who you are and what you want, the less you let things upset you.
Yeah. I just don't know what I'm supposed to be, you know? I tried being a writer, but I hate what I write. And I tried taking pictures, but they're so mediocre. And every girl goes through a photography phase, you know?
You'll figure it out. And I'm not worried about you. Keep writing.
But I'm so mean.
Mean's okay.
What about marriage? Does that get easier?
That's hard. We used to have a lot of fun. Lydia would come with me when I made the movies, and we would laugh about it all. Now, she doesn't want to leave the kids, and doesn't need me to be there. The kids. It's the most terrifying day of your life, the day the first one is born.
Yeah. Nobody ever tells you that.
Your life as you know it is gone. But they learn how to walk, and they learn how to talk, and you want to be with them. And they grow into the most delightful people you will ever meet in your life.
That's nice.
Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in New York, and I moved to Los Angeles when John and I got married, but he thinks I'm so snotty.
You are.
I know, but that's what you like about me. Why do people have to be with their opposite? Why can't similar people be together?
I guess because that would be too easy.
Hi, I'm Victoria Whitwell, and I'm from the north of England. Look, I'm not going to talk to you. I'm not going to do that shit, okay? Because I've been so bloody angry with you, James. Like, really angry. How could you be so stupid? You never heard my message. You never heard me saying that I was sorry. And of course I wanted that life with you. So much. But you're not here. And you can't hear this. So. Where are you? Because I can't feel you anymore, and I used to be able to feel you, you know? So if you could just come back, please. Just a second. Because I need to know that I wasn't wrong. And that you did exist.
Hi, I'm Charlie Blanchard, and I'm from Hull. If I were you, I'd get in that fucking car of yours, and I'd get out of here, man. I'd gather them goonies, and get whatever you've got, and come for me. 'Cause I'll fucking hit you all. I'm not threatening you, mate. It's beyond fucking words. I watched you whilst you're in your sleep. I looked at that fucking neck of yours and I was that far away from slicing it. You're fucking there, mate. So get in that car and fuck off. You come for me first. I never should have left Winterfell.
Don't you wish we could go back to the day we left? I want to scream at myself, don't go, you idiot.
How could we know?
I often think about how much of an ass I was to you. I wish I could change everything.
We were children.
I was awful. Just admit it.
You were occasionally awful. I'm sure I can't have been great fun always sulking in the corner whilst the rest of you played.
Can you forgive me?
There's nothing to forgive.
Forgive me.
All right. All right. I forgive you.
Where will you go?
Where will we go? If I don't watch over you, Father's ghost will come back and murder me.
Where will we go?
We can't stay here. Not after what's happened.
There's only one place we can go. Home.
Should I tell the Boltons to pack up and leave?
We will take it back from them.
I don't have an army.
How many wildlings did you save?
They're not here to serve me.
They owe you their lives. You think they'll be safe once Ross Bolton remains Warden of the North?
Sansa.
Winterfell is our home. It's ours. It belongs to our family. We must fight for it.
I'm tired of fighting. It's all I've done since I left home. I've killed men that I admire. I hung a boy younger than Bran. I've fought and I've lost.
If we don't take back the North, we'll never be safe. I want you to help me. But I'll do it on my own if I have to.
Hello, my name is Kimon Juno, and I'm from Hesperia, California. It feels like filling up a glass, a little bit at a time, and each time was a nice feeling, a liquid feeling. And then suddenly, at some point, you notice you have a full glass. Well, not full, but a glass full. And then you want to take a drink of it, a sip at first, because you don't know what the liquid is, what it might do to you, how strong it is. But then you notice not only is it delicious, warm and smooth and different every time, actually, but the more you sip, the more it gets poured. And the more you sip, the more gets poured in. Always bigger than the one before. And eventually, you want to take a bigger mouthful. You gulp. You guzzle. You want to get to the bottom of it. But no matter how much you drink, the glass always ends up fuller than before. That's how it feels. Why do you stay?
You're the mind reader.
There must be somewhere you can go.
An invalid pension won't even cover rent in today's market.
But wouldn't the government help?
They don't want to know. Way out of their jurisdiction. It's been made clear that we don't fit into any of their categories, so we don't qualify for assistance. Case closed.
What about family?
No.
How long has it been like this?
9 months or so. It started last winter, at solstice.
A powerful time.
Yeah. Life-changing.
What set it off?
Don't you communicate with the dead? Pass on messages of condolence.
I'm a psychic, not a con man. There's no such thing as communicating with the dead. All those practitioners pick the information of the mind of the individual they are dealing with, then claim they have made contact with the other side. It's all crap. When you're dead, you're gone. Game over.
Here the dead aren't gone. They're incorporated into the mist. Become a part of it. The authority won't even declare them dead. They're missing. But they reappear. Every night. In the mist.
So, this mist is a part of the undead?
No. They're definitely dead. I have no idea. It can transform itself into living people or visions of them anyway, like holograms. That's why we have to keep the curtains closed. It gets at you.
Hi, I'm Romana Mara. I'm from Switzerland and based in London. No, Frank. This is what's unrealistic. It's unrealistic for a man with a fine mind to go on working year after year at a job he can't stand. Coming home to a place he can't stand, to a wife who is equally unable to stand the same things. And do you want to know the worst part? Our whole existence here is based on this great premise that we are special and superior to the whole thing, but we're not. We're just like everyone else. Look at us. We've bought into the same ridiculous delusion. This idea that you have to resign from life and settle down the moment you have children. And we've been punishing each other for it.
Hello, my name is Lisa-Lee Paulik and I'm from Berlin, Germany. You want me not to kill somebody? You do know what I do, right? Oh, I don't like to be challenged! I'll do it. Who do you want? Gap year, tragedy, who fell in love with her coke dealer. Sun cream heiress from Sydney who has her own super successful bikini brand? No? I know. She's just arrived from New York and she has a really, really annoying accent. Her name is Billy. Maeve, can we talk?
Not right now, Amy.
Why are you acting like this? I wanted to pay.
You don't get it.
What is it that I don't get?
We live in completely different worlds, Amy. I'm not rich like you. I can't decide to be a baker just because I like toast.
That's a fucking mean thing to say.
Yeah, well, sorry, but it's true.
I wanted to do something nice, Maeve, that's all. You never accept help from anyone, ever. Because you're too proud. I wanted to do something nice.
I don't need something nice.
Oh, because you're above it all and strong? You act like you don't give a shit about anyone, ever. It's to keep people out. You've done this to Otis, now you're doing it to me.
I don't keep everyone out.
You do.
No, I don't.
You're probably gonna do the same to Isaac and end up hurting everyone.
You want to talk? Look at how you treat Steve. You act like he's got the plague every time he's around you. He is so confused because you're too much of a people pleaser to break up with him. You want it to be brave. That would be brave. I'll pay you back somehow. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Hello, my name is Daniel Camus. I'm from San Francisco and based in London. I know I'm not the hero of my movie. I'm making the movie. This is my movie. So I understand that I'm not the hero of my movie. I'm aware. I am well aware. And I keep making the movie. And I keep rooting against myself. And I keep making the movie. And I keep being victorious. And I keep winning everything. I win everything. And I keep winning because I'm the villain of this movie. Do you see what I mean? Like, fuck yeah, I'm the villain. And I'm bigger and meaner and faster, and I own that. And I'm owning that every day. And I'm richer and smarter, and I fucking dominate. That's who the fuck I am. That's who I am. And it's like, I love to root against myself because every other person's rooting against me too. They need me to be the villain. Do you see what I mean? They need me too. They're gagging for it, all these people.
They wouldn't know what the fuck to do with themselves if they couldn't root against me. They'd be lost without me. See what I mean?
My name is Ellen Constable. I'm from London. I like Prince. Loads. Too much, like inappropriate amounts. I go to a Prince-dedicated dance class once a month. No one else comes. The class is in my bedroom. You can come, if you like. I think about you a lot. A lot. A lot. I'm going to say something now because that silence, that gap was your cue to say something, and I think about your lips, your shoulders, your back, the corners of you all the time, and I think, despite your fucking silence, your land flattening, building, demolishing silence, I do think that maybe you might think about me too, some of the time. And I think that it might be worth a go. But I do need you to speak. Some words. Now? Okay then.
Do you think we'd have other mornings like this?
Well, what about our vow?
Yeah. I know.
Do you know what I want?
What?
To be kissed.
I can do that.
I have to say something stupid.
Sure.
It's really stupid.
Okay.
I don't think we should sleep together. I want to, but since we're not going to see each other again, it's just going to make me feel bad.
Okay, we'll see each other again.
No. I don't want you to break our vow just so that you can get laid.
I don't just want to get laid. I want to have sex with you. I think we should.
No. No. Then it's like some kind of male fantasy. Meet a girl on a train, fuck her, never see her again, and have a great story to tell for it. I do not want to be a great story.
Okay. Let's not have sex.
You don't want to see me again.
No. Of course I do. Fuck. If I was asked right now to marry you or never see you again, I would marry you. Maybe that's a little romantic crap, but people have gotten married for a lot less. Do you want to sleep with me?
Well, I actually decided to sleep with you when we got off the train, but now we've spoken so much, I'm not sure.
Substitute, it was a joke. It's not funny.
Maybe not to you.
Look, I recommended you, John. I put my name out on the line for you.
Tell him that I had a stroke.
This isn't funny. Look, this is my life.
It's not your life. It's advertising. It's tricking people into buying shit that they don't want.
Actually, it's a lot more complicated than that.
I don't know how you can take any of this seriously.
It's because they pay me to.
Money isn't everything.
Yeah, well, it doesn't hurt.
Sure about that?
What do you do with your life that's so noble, John?
Making art.
Right, just what the world needs. More art.
Actually, yes. At least I am not helping to perpetuate a system that is...
Spare me the self-righteousness, John. You're writing musicals in your living room, not saving the rainforest.
Wow. Wow, I wish I could be more like you and spend my life worried about driving the right cars, wearing the right suits, and living in a doorman building.
Yeah, well, why shouldn't I care about those things? Huh? John, you know, a lot of people don't have the same options that you do. All the things you take for granted.
Like what?
Like a life with the person that you love. Do you know what I'd give to have that? And you just turn your nose up at it.
If that is what you want, what is stopping you?
What's stopping me? What about Jesse Helms and the moral majority? What about the people that run this country? I can't get married, John. I can't have kids. Half of our friends are dying, and the other half are scared to death that they're next. So, I'm sorry for driving a nice car.
I'm sorry for living in a building with central heating. I'm sorry for trying to enjoy my life while I still have time. I have to go.
You're not taking the subway.
I'd rather walk.
Michael. Michael!